Hello students, good morning to all of you. So students, today we are going to start our in-text question of chapter number 12. As we have completed this chapter, so now we are moving towards its exercise question. So first we are taking in-text question, okay? So let's see one by one. First is, what is an electric circuit? Students, we know that for a flow of current, we requires a close and continuous path, okay, which contains so many electric components, minimum 2 electric components, okay. So that close and continuous path which contains electric components and provides the flow of current is known as electric circuit. मतलब हम जिस कोई भी आप एक सर्किट ले लो, सर्किट हमारे को कैसा मिलना चाहिए, क्लोज होना चाहिए. एंड सर्किट में हमारे को पता है सेल होता है, बल्ब होता है, मतलब जो भी जिस भी चीज़ का सर्किट है तो उसमें वो एलिमेंट्स होते हैं, ठीक है. तो इट्स अ क्लोज एंड कंटिन्यूअस path, okay, which provides the flow of current, provide the flow of current. And second point about this, it contains 2 or more electric components. 2 or more electric components. Okay, so this is about electric circuit. You just need to know this thing, okay. Now question number 2, calculate the number of charge constituting in 1 coulomb charge, okay. So that means you have given total charge is 1 coulomb and you need to calculate number of electrons, that means n, okay. And one electron value we know that 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb, okay. So how do we calculate this n? We know the formula, students. Q is equal to Ne. So n will be what? Q upon E. Now we have Q as well as E, simple put in the formula. So 1 coulomb upon 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb, okay. कूलम टू कूलम कैंसिल. और वैसे भी हमें पता है कि जो नंबर होता है वो डायमेंशन लेस होता है, यूनिट लेस होता है, ठीक है. सो आंसर विल बी 6.25 10 raised to power 18 इलेक्ट्रॉन, ओके, कि इतने नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन होंगे 1 कूलम ऑफ चार्ज में, ठीक है. एंड वी कैन ऑल्सो राइट दिस एज 625 10 raised to power 16 इलेक्ट्रॉन. Hope no problem in solving this question. Simple, just remember this formula, total charge is equal to n into E, where n is the total number of charge and E is the fundamental charge value, okay. So let's move to next question, students. Next question. Name a device that helps to maintain a potential difference. Which device provide potential difference? Cell और battery. Okay, we know this thing कि जो हमारे सर्किट में पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस या फिर आप ये बोल सकते हो कि करंट को फ्लो कौन करवाता है, सेल या बैटरी. सो आंसर ऑफ दिस इज अ सेल और बैटरी, ओके. एंड यस, रिमेंबर वन थिंग, इफ cell or battery are the device which provides potential difference, but a device which measures the potential difference, that is voltmeter, okay. So voltmeter, just for knowledge, okay, voltmeter जो है वो potential measure करता है, but cell और battery potential provide करती है. So कभी confuse नहीं होना है आपको. The answer of this question is cell or battery, okay. And if question would be like, what, name a device which measures the potential difference, in that case students, what you do, simple, voltmeter, remember, Okay, so let's move next question. Move to next question. Okay, now so in question number 4, what is mean by 1 volt of potential difference between 2 points? We have already done during our lecture what is 1 volt. We know that volt is equal to joule upon coulomb, because potential is equal to work upon charge. Okay, so volt will be what? Joule upon coulomb, and 1 volt will be what, student? 1 joule upon 1 coulomb. So we will start our answer from here, since 1 volt is equal to 1 joule upon 1 coulomb. That means when 1 joule of work, this is work, is done on 1 coulomb charge, this is charge. Okay, so when 1 joule of work is done on 1 coulomb charge, it is known as 1 volt of potential difference. It is known as or equal to 1 volt of potential difference. Okay students, no problem in this. Now next question, how much energy is given to each coulomb of charge passing through a 6 volt battery? Consider potential is given to you 6 volt. Okay, and question is how much energy? That means we know that energy is equal to work. Okay, भाई जितनी एनर्जी होती है उतना ही वर्क होता है, तो न्यूमेरिकल पर्पज से हम देखें तो जितनी वर्क की वैल्यू होती है उतनी ही एनर्जी की वैल्यू होती है. ठीक है, सो इन दिस क्वेश्चन हाउ मच एनर्जी, दैट मीन्स एनर्जी यू हैव टू आस्क. सो एनर्जी हमारे को कैलकुलेट करना है. ठीक है, पोटेंशियल गिवन है 6 वोल्ट, कूलम ऑफ चार्ज passing through a 6 volt battery, that means potential is given 6 volt, and what is the charge value students? 1 each coulomb means 1 coulomb. Okay, so this is the given information to you. Voltage is 6 volt, charge is 1 coulomb. What would be the value of work or energy? So we know the formula students, V is equal to W upon Q. Okay, potential is the work done per unit charge. So what would be the value of work? Potential multiplied by Q. Okay, here we are taking capital Q, so take doesn't matter आप कैपिटल Q ले लो या स्मॉल Q ले लो. यहाँ पे मैंने कैपिटल Q लिखा इसलिए मैंने यहाँ पे ले लिया. ठीक है, सो नाउ वर्क डन फॉर्मूला इज कैपिटल V multiplied by Q. We have V, that is 6. I am just, let me rub this. Hope you are noticed the answer. So this now, so potential is 6 volt, 6 multiplied by charge is 1 coulomb. So work will be what? Work or energy will be what students? 6 joule. Okay, work and energy will be what? 6 joule. So this is the way you solve these type of questions. Okay, so students, next question is on what factors does the resistance of a conductor depend? Okay, so we know that resistance depends on 4 quantity. First, resistance depend on length of the conductor. Okay, then resistance depend on area, inversely proportional to the area, cross sectional area. ठीक है, cross sectional area of the conductor. Third, resistance depend on temperature. As temperature increases, resistance increases. Okay, and then resistance also depend on type of material. Type of material, it is different for copper wire, it is different for silver wire with same dimension even. ओके तो ये चार चीज़ें हैं जिन पे आपका रेजिस्टेंस डिपेंड करता है. नाउ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, आंसर नंबर 7 एक्चुअली. यस, will current flow more easily through a thick wire or thin wire? Can you give the answer of this question, students? A thick wire and thin wire, in which current will flow more easily? So we know that thin or thick means we are talking about cross sectional area. Okay, thin wire and thick wire. Okay, so for thick wire cross sectional area is more, that means resistance is less. When cross sectional area is more, resistance is less. In this case cross sectional area is very less, that means resistance is more. So now you can tell from which wire current will flow more easily. Obviously from second wire, means thick wire. So answer will be what? From thick wire current flow more easily. Okay, more easily. You can write the reason also, since R is inversely proportional to area. So for thick wire area is more, resistance is less, and where resistance is less current is more. Okay, so we can say in thick wire current flow more easily. That's why in transmission lines we use thick wires. Okay, yes. Now shall I rough this question number, answer number 6? Okay students, hope you are noticing the answer of each question. Okay, now answer number 8. Let the resistance of an electrical component remains constant. Resistance is constant. You just read the न्यूमेरिकल लाइन बाय लाइन एंड नोट द इन्फॉर्मेशन. जैसे हमारे को पता चल गया कि फर्स्ट लाइन में इन्होंने बोल दिया रेजिस्टेंस क्या है, कांस्टेंट है. ठीक है. नाउ while the potential difference across the two end of the component decreases, potential difference जो है वो क्या हो रहा है स्टूडेंट्स, डिक्रीज होके कितना हो गया, v/2, डिक्रीजेज टू हाफ. ओके, कि मेरी पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस जो है वो डिक्रीज हो रहा है, डिक्रीज होके वो कितना हो गया है, v/2 of its former value. What change will occur in current through it? इसका मतलब उन्होंने ये पूछा कि जब पोटेंशियल हाफ हो गया तो करंट कितना हो जाएगा. सो व्हाट वुड बी द न्यू करंट? सो व्हाट यू डू आंसर स्टूडेंट्स? वी नो दैट फ्रॉम ओम्स लॉ delta V is directly proportional to I. Okay, where R is constant of proportionality. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ, जैसे V में चेंज आएगा वैसे ही I में चेंज आएगा. So if potential difference is half, that means I dash will be also half. Okay, so you will do the answer, new current will be half. New current becomes half of its former value. Okay, so this is the way you solve the answers of such questions. Okay students, now we can move to next question. So students, next question is, why are coils of electric toaster and electric iron are made of alloy rather than a pure metal? Okay, कि हम जो इलेक्ट्रिक आयरन टोस्टर हीटर इनमें जो वायर यूज़ करते हैं स्टूडेंट्स, दे आर मेड ऑफ एन अलॉय. अलॉय इज़ अ मिक्स मेटल. ओके, जिसमें आपके बहुत सारे मेटल्स, नॉन मेटल्स, ये सब मिला के ना एक मिक्स क्वांटिटी होती है, मिक्सचर होता है, मिक्सचर्स ऑफ मेटल्स. ओके, सो why do we use alloy rather than pure metal? Because students, we know that pure metals are very good conductor. okay, like silver, copper, these are very good conductor. And if we use a very good conductor, that means if we use low resistive thing, in that case will be what happen, students, we cannot convert maximum electrical energy into heat energy, क्योंकि गुड कंडक्टर का काम क्या होता है, अच्छे से करंट को फ्लो करवाना, ठीक है, वो हीट बहुत कम प्रोड्यूस करता है, ठीक है. बट इफ वी यूज हाई रेजिस्टिव वायर, ओके, in that case what will happen, maximum electrical energy will convert into heat energy because of high resistance, because of large number of collisions during heating effect of electric current. We have studied this. So we want a high resistive wire, क्योंकि यहाँ पे तो हमारी डिज़ायर ही क्या है कि हमारे को इलेक्ट्रिक करंट जो है वो किस फॉर्म में चाहिए, हीट की फॉर्म में चाहिए. तो इसलिए हमें क्या चाहिए, हाई रेजिस्टिव थिंग चाहिए. सो एलॉयज हैव हाई रेजिस्टिविटी. ओके, फर्स्ट थिंग इज दिस. सेकेंड थिंग इज स्टूडेंट्स अबाउट एलॉय, दे हैव हाई मेल्टिंग पॉइंट. हाई melting point. Because of this high melting point, the wire made of alloy can sustain with high heating effect. ओके, अब हाई रेजिस्टिविटी है तो हीटिंग इफेक्ट तो बहुत अच्छा होगा, तभी तो हम इसकी हीट को यूज़ करते हैं, ठीक है. अब हीट है तो ये भी पॉसिबिलिटी है कि वायर क्या हो जाए, मेल्ट हो जाए. अब ऐसा भी नहीं होना चाहिए. फॉर दैट वी वांट सच काइंड ऑफ मटेरियल विच शुड हैव हाई रेजिस्टिविटी एज वेल एज हाई मेल्टिंग पॉइंट. तो एलॉय के पास ये दोनों प्रॉपर्टी होती है, इसलिए हम क्या यूज़ करते हैं स्टूडेंट्स, एलॉय यूज़ करते हैं. सो योर आंसर शुड बी लाइक दिस, because alloy have high resistivity as well as they have high melting point. So this convert maximum electrical energy into heat energy. Okay students, hope this answer is clear to you. So now let's move to next answer. ओके, यू जस्ट राइट इन दिस वे, इट इज़ ओके. 2 पॉइंट्स आप बता दो उनके कि इसके पास हाई रेजिस्टिविटी होती है, हाई मेल्टिंग पॉइंट होता है. ओके, सो दैट्स वाई इट इज़ एबल टू कन्वर्ट मैक्सिमम इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी इनटू हीट एनर्जी. दैट इज़ ओके. नाउ कम टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. सो स्टूडेंट्स, इन नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन दिस इज draw a schematic diagram of a circuit consisting of a battery of 3 cells of 2 volt each, a 5 ohm resistance, 8 ohm resistor and a 12 ohm resistors and a plug. All are connected in series. Okay, that means आपको एक ऐसा सर्किट ड्रॉ करना है जिसमें 2 वोल्ट के तो 3 सेल्स हों. मतलब एक बैटरी क्या होती है स्टूडेंट्स, इट इज़ द कॉम्बिनेशंस ऑफ सेल. तो आपके पास जो बैटरी है वो 2 वोल्ट के 3 सेल से मिलकर बनी है. दैट मीन्स योर बैटरी सिंबल शुड बी लाइक दिस. दिस इज 3 cells are there and each of 2 volt. It is given in the question, that means 2 volt, 2 volt, 2 volt. Okay, so this is the battery. एक ऐसा सर्किट जिसमें 3 सेल्स हों, 5 ohm, 8 ohm and 12 ohm and a plug key. All are connected in series. So how do we draw? We know the series combination, end-to-end connection. Okay, so 3 resistance are there and 1 plug key and all are connected in series. So your circuit should be like this. We can see this is 5 ohm, this is 8 ohm, this is 12 ohm, this is key. All are connected in series with the battery made of 3 cells, each of voltage 2 volt. Okay students, now let's see. So this is the answer number first we have done. We just need to draw the diagram. तो इस तरह से आपको हो सकता है पैरेलल में दे दे या सीरीज में दे, तो जैसे भी दे आपको क्वेश्चन पढ़ के उसे क्या करना है, ड्रॉ करना है. ठीक है. नाउ कम टू द सेकेंड क्वेश्चन. कैलकुलेट करेंट फ्लोइंग थ्रू द सर्किट. यस स्टूडेंट्स, what is the formula of current? if potential and resistance is given to you. From Ohm's law, we know that formula of current is V upon R. Now in this circuit there are three resistances connected in series, and we know that students in series combination current remain what? Same. सीरीज कॉम्बिनेशन में तो पाथ क्या है? सिंगल है। सिंगल पाथ के लिए आपका करंट क्या होता है स्टूडेंट्स? हमेशा सेम होता है। तो इस केस में आपका करंट जो है सेम है। ओके, तो हमारे को ऐसे नहीं निकालना पड़ेगा कि भाई करंट थ्रू R1, R2, R3, एक सिंगल करंट निकालना है, बट we need to calculate R equivalent because there are not a single resistance, there are three resistances. Okay students, so what would be R equivalent? We know the formula in series combination, R1 plus R2 plus R3. So R equivalent will be 5 plus 8 plus 12. 5 plus 8 plus 12. Okay, and total voltage. What is total voltage students? Voltage associated with this battery. Okay, and this battery is made of 3 cells, means 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6 volt, or you can say 3 multiplied by 2, 3 cells of 2 voltage, so total voltage is 6 volt. Simply now solve this. This is 12 plus 8, 20, 20 plus 5, 25. Now it comes out 0.24 ampere. Okay students, so in this way we can calculate current. Okay, now next is V1, V2, V3. Calculate V1, V2, V3. Because this is series combination and we know that in end-to-end connection voltage applied across each resistor is different. Okay, so V1, V2, V3 will be what student? I upon R1 plus, formula is IR1, V2 is IR2, V3 is IR3 from Ohm's law. Okay, so simply just put the value. Now we have the value of I, which is common to all three resistances, 0.24. So V1 will be what students? 0.24 multiplied by R1, which is 5. Okay, then V2 is 0.24 multiplied by R2, which is 8. Okay, and V3 is 0.24 multiplied by 12. So just simple multiply and you will get your answer in volt. So this is the way how do we solve this kind of question. First thing, you should know how to draw a circle with given information. Second thing, we have already done 2 lectures on the combinations of resistance. Still if you are confused with it, go back and watch those previous lectures. Okay, so these all are in text question. Yes, almost I have considered all the questions. Yes, still 2-3 questions are remaining, I think, based on combinations of resistance that you can try easily if you have watched our previous 2 lectures. Okay, तो वो तो बहुत easy है. सीरीज कॉम्बिनेशन हमने तो थोड़े कॉम्प्लेक्स सर्किट भी सॉल्व कर रखे हैं, तो आप वो क्वेश्चन कर लोगे. Still if need then I will make another video on that. Okay, so thank you so much watching this. Stay tuned with us and stay healthy.